All right, so we're with Jack Ridley, who was one of our 2020 recruits. So Jack actually went out, I think, just after COVID. So it was a bit of a weird time when he first started. But Jack, thanks for coming on. How did your move to America come about back in 2020?
So I was playing just like most people do at the normal boys club and just sort of wanted a change. And I was working with Logan that you knew on one-to-one sessions and he partnered up with YDP and then I got in touch with you and then just everything seemed to fast forward straight ahead and then it was into August and I was going to Missouri in the States, which I have loved ever since.
So which was the first college that you went to, and which division were they playing in?
It was NJCA AA, so JUCO, Division Two at East Central College. So it was a bit of a surprise because it was only a small town in Missouri. So the change from going from I don't live in a big city back home, but it's certainly more than it was there. Just sort of like small town village in Missouri. It was definitely a change.
How long did it take you to sort of acclimatize to America, the way that they football, and how were those first initial few months?
Yeah, it was tough, especially with like training in the heat. It wasn't something we normally get back home to that extent. It was like 40 degrees my first couple of weeks there, uh, and the training was like pretty much at it the first day. So yeah, it was quite tough. I'd say about 2 or 3 months, and obviously you go straight into the season, so you get forced to acclimatize a lot faster than you would had you not been playing.
And in terms of the level, how did it compare playing at ECC compared to playing back home in Scotland?
For me, the level was tough at the start because I was only 17 when I moved out there. So I mean, I was playing with guys that were 5, 6 years older than me. So even that in itself was quite tough to adjust to. But no, I enjoyed it. It was really. I think my football came on a lot since the move.
Yeah, and then how was that first time back home? So I think one of the best times for me, I mean, you're going back a long time now, but was that first Christmas back home, seeing friends and family, having been away, and it felt like such a long time. So how was that first time back home at Christmas?
Yeah, it was really good. You know, I was sort of not had a bit of a tough start, so I was kind of you always kind of count the days till you go back and see your friends and family. There's days that you miss being back at home more than others, but by the time you get back, you kind of realize everyone's doing the same sort of stuff, and you're out doing something different every day. So I was really good for like the first 2 or 3 weeks, but then you're dying to just get back out there. And
You did 2 years at ECC, and then you moved into the NAIA division with Missouri Baptist. So how did you find the transition from going to a junior college, then moving into a 4 year college in the NAIA?
it was really good for the change. I think it was a change up in level once again. And 2 years at junior college was like some of the best memories of my life. But I needed that change and just a different setting. And I went from a team that had like 10 Scottish boys in it already to a much more like diverse team with it was a bit higher standard. Yeah, it was really good.
And then facility wise, what are the facilities like at Missouri Baptist?
Top like we have a top of the range. We have a state we have like a stadium and it seats about like 200, 300 people. We've got new state of the art facilities for like rehab and stuff like that. Like the facilities we have are really, really good. It was just completely different to what I was playing in back home. You know, just a local park or a local small stadium. It was really good to have that change up.
And then outside of football, how is the location for Mo Baptist, especially to be in NAIA college?
Yeah, well, I have friends who went to other schools and the NEIA, and they were pretty like ECC was how it was rural and out of the way. Whereas I kind of got lucky with Mobap as it's right in the center of St. Louis, so you have loads of things to do on a daily basis. You can like go downtown, go to the arch, just like loads of stuff. We also have like three major teams here. We got the new MLS team, St. Louis City. We got the Cardinals, and then the Blues with the hockey as well.
Having that having those options outside of college as well can be good, and obviously give you a little break from football because that football season can be quite intense. I know it's shorter than what we would have here, but I think when you're playing 2 games a week, studying as well, trying to keep up with your training every day, it can be quite difficult. So now you've finished playing. What are your
Yeah.
plans since graduate, well, since finishing your college career?
So I ended my career on a high. We won the AMC conference, which was the last time we were going to be in that sort of conference because we're moving to the Heart next year. So it was good to go out with a bang. You know, winning that was really good. I don't think they'd won it since 2018. So it was really good from that standpoint. And then I've taken up the role of assistant coach here at Missouri Baptist, obviously to get my master's. You can do a 2 year program where you're just basically helping out with training. And I'm really lucky with the head coach that we've got. He's a really nice guy, and he'll do anything for you. So it's don't get me wrong, it's been a hard adjustment going from player to coach as I've been helping out in the spring, more on the coaching side. So it's a very hard adjustment when you're going to training every day, but you can't train. But then you suddenly get used to it and get in the swing of things, and it's nice to see it from a different angle, what goes on.
Sure, and I've always thought it's a great opportunity for people, and we speak to guys and girls about this before they go out of the opportunities that you get off the back of it. I mean, when you're 17, 18, you're not really thinking 4 or 5 years ahead in the future. But if anyone is looking at getting to coaching, then it's definitely something that would recommend. And there's the potential of having that career path at the end of it, of either coaching in college or using the experience that you get from being a graduate assistant to then go into coaching clubs or some kind of format of coaching to have a career. So that's really good. And you're actually on the recruiting side as well, haven't you? Haven't you recruited one of our guys?
Yeah, well, I reached out to you about Jake Champion, and we're really buzzing to have him on board as well. It's going to be good. Another
Yeah,
class edition.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, no, on the club side as well. It's just having on your CV that you've assistant coaching at an NEI school. It looks proper good to have. So it's from that standpoint as well. But also you're getting further education, and the masters is a lot cheaper than your undergraduate. So it's an opportunity I couldn't really say no to.
No, no, and that's good. And are your ambitions to stay in America for good, or are you thinking about coming back to Scotland?
Nah, I'm staying in America for good. I love it out here. It's been a complete full circle from what life was like in Scotland. Don't know. I feel like it's more healthier. There's more to do here. There's more to explore. It's been a really good roller coaster from the day I got here.
Yeah, because were you set on it really when you went out? Because I remember chatting with Logan, who was obviously our link who introduced you to
Yeah,
yourself, and I kind of wasn't sure that it was something that you definitely wanted to do, and then you got the offer, and I felt like you just rolled with it and gone from there.
yeah, not at all. I thought I was just going to do my 2 years, get the experience, and then go back home. But as soon as I was here, maybe the first 6 months, I would have still debated it. But after that, it's just been it wasn't even a thought in my mind to ever move home. It's been incredible.
Yeah. No, I mean it's good as well to know that you really enjoyed the experience because I had something similar where I went. It was quite. It wasn't rural. It was Hattiesburg. It was a pretty big town, but I was in Mississippi in the south,
Yeah,
and like yourself, there first 6 months debating whether I made the right decision.
yeah,
After coming home, seeing friends, family, and realizing actually what you were doing was probably better than what most other people were doing. It made it actually a better experience when I went back after Christmas because I appreciated what I was doing a little bit more. So that's good. And then, so career ambitions for you, are you thinking about staying in football or are you going to look elsewhere or at the back off finishing your master's?
as of right now, I'm just kind of interested to see what like the day to day life of a head coach is like. There's loads of kind of options out here as well. Like you can look at any big city, and there's so many job listings too. So even if you're thinking about a career just in a normal day to day life, I feel like there's so many more options here than there is back home. Even with the tricky visa situations, I feel like there's so many companies willing to give you a chance.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's good. Mate, it's great to come on and chat with you. We obviously wish you all the best and we'll be following you next year, especially with one of our lads coming out to play for Missouri Baptist. So we'll hope that he can do well for you guys.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Thanks for having me on, mate.